Good morning, Country Club Hills, and I'm Kirsten Mahone with Channel 4. And today I'm here with Michelle Pruitt from the American Cancer Society, and she is the Senior Income Development Representative. Thank you so much, Michelle, for joining us today.
Thanks for having me. Good morning.
Good morning. Now, we have a couple of questions we want to ask you and to get some information to the people in our city about the American Cancer Society. So, the first question I have for you is just tell us a little bit about the American Cancer Society.
Okay. We are a nationwide, we are a health organization. We are dedicated to eliminating cancer. That is what we do. We provide support and resources for people everywhere. You can call us up. You can go on the web. Our website is www.cancer.org. 365 days a year. You can call us 24/7 at 1-800-ACS-2345. And the biggest point that I like to make is that we are a resource. We're here to answer any questions that a cancer patient may have or a caregiver may have. You can call us and ask us practically anything you need to know about or want to know about the American Cancer Society or cancer itself. We deal with all cancers, lung, prostate, breast cancer, and we would like people to make sure they come to us to find out what's out there, what materials are available, what resources are available. And we offer a number of programs that a lot of people are not familiar with. And one in particular is called the Wig Bank. We're very, very proud of that. We actually have that in our office. We are located, I always like to tell people, there is a local office for the American Cancer Society in this community. It's the Tinley Park. It's the address is 17060 Oak Park Avenue in Tinley Park. And if someone that you know needs a wig, who is a cancer patient, they can actually make an appointment at our office and come in and get a free wig. It's wonderful. It's a private room. We have people who are trained to fit the wigs. You can bring a spouse, a friend, and it's an experience. It's because what we want people to understand is that we're here to help. And we see ladies come in all the time, and they walk out of there very, very happy that they got a free wig. And the resources, the money that's raised, that's one of the things that we do is provide free wigs for our cancer patients. Another program that we are so proud to offer is free transportation. A lot of people are not aware of that as well. You can call us up, a caregiver can call us, a cancer patient can call us and says, I need a ride to Northwestern, or I need a ride to somewhere in Kankakee. We provide that. That is where the money that is raised by thousands and thousands of volunteers is to make sure that if you need a ride to your treatment center, the American Cancer Society will provide that. It's a phone call, a simple phone call. You pick it up, you dial us up, and we make sure that someone's available to come and drop you back home if necessary. So, those are just two of the programs. Another one that ladies really, really enjoy is our Look Good, Feel Better program. And what that is an opportunity for cancer patients to learn how to put their makeup on again. A lot of things happen when you go through radiation and chemo, and ladies want to feel good about themselves. And so this particular program, we have trained stylists and cosmeticians who will actually help you with your hair, help you put your makeup on, and eyebrows sometimes it gets lost, or go away. And our main point is to make sure you look good when you're going through this journey. So again, the program is called Look Good, Feel Better, and that's just three of many programs that we have at the American Cancer Society.
Okay, thank you. And now my next question for you is, what does a senior income development representative do?
Well, my job, I've been at the American Cancer Society 5 years, and as a senior income development representative, my main job is to assist volunteers in fundraising. I manage the Making Strides Against Breast Cancer. I also I'm a staff partner for the Relay for Life. Those are two of our signature events at the American Cancer Society. And I am, again, a resource to our volunteers. Our volunteers are very important to our organization. We, as staff partners, as an income development rep, I am there to make sure that they have everything that they need to do their job. And what I mean by that is they will be responsible for going out and their own planning committees, and I will provide them with a resource, which means I'll help them with the website, provide training to our volunteers, which is really key to our organization to make sure that they have the right tools to do what they need to do. A lot of our committees are made up of, we have a committee for sponsorship, we have a committee for logistics, we have a committee for team recruitment, and so I make sure that those individuals are given the necessary documents in order for them to do their volunteer duties. It's really, really important that we provide them with online tools. We provide them with documents that they need. We do training for all of our volunteers, and so I manage all of the volunteers for those particular events, Making Strides being one of them. Yes.
Okay, so you mentioned events. Can you provide us with some information, dates, what people can do, how people can volunteer for upcoming American Cancer Society events?
Absolutely. One event in particular, the Making Strides Against Breast Cancer South Suburban, that is coming up October 14th. It's on a Sunday. It's all part of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And we are always so thrilled to be part of that event. It is how I describe a high energy, fun, it is all about cancer survivors. It is all about celebrating survivorship. And this particular event happens in a lot of communities in Illinois as well as nationwide. In our office in particular, there's a couple of events. There is the Making Strides Against Breast Cancer of Joliet, which is going to be taking place at the Chicago Speedway. And then there's the South Suburban one that takes place at the Centennial Park in Orland Park.
Okay.
It's a early morning event. 8 o'clock is registration, and then 9 o'clock is the walk. It is 5K, which comes to about 3.1 miles for anyone who want to raise money for breast cancer research. This particular event, the Making Strides Against Breast Cancer, is all about breast cancer research. For the month of October, you will see a lot of buzz going on television, radio, our website, where you can get as much information as you need for this particular event. Like I said, it is 5K, and a lot of people will say, well, is it for kids? Is it for family? It is for everyone. It is what we call a family event. Moms can bring kids out. They can have strollers. Fathers, it's really wonderful to see fathers and brothers, uncles support their significant others, their sisters, their wives. And don't forget, men can get breast cancer as well. So we don't leave them out of that equation. So we're there to support both men and women who are battling cancer. So the Breast Cancer Walk is a full day. It starts very early in the morning. Like I said, 8 o'clock is registration, 9 o'clock is the walk. But in between 8 and 9, there's actually a full program. It's a main stage full of activities, full of entertainers. We also have different tents that you can visit. One in particular is our survivor tent, where all cancer survivors and their caregivers can go and just kind of hang out. We have great raffle prizes. Every survivor will get a free gift. We're very, very fortunate to have some key sponsors. So the sponsors have their tables that you can go and visit. We have a children's tent So that's why we want to say this is a family event. So bring your kids out. There's plenty to do for them. We keep them busy. And then we have the typical warm up. And so everyone gets all, ready and warmed up, ready for the walk. We do walk rain or shine. So you can watch the weather report if you like, but we are very dedicated to the cause. And just last year, it was scheduled to rain. It did, and we had a record number of over 1,700 people come out and walk with us just in the South Suburban area. There's a walk going on in Chicago, just all over. I always like to direct people to one website in particular is www.makingstridesillinois.com, and that's a great place to find out where all the Making Strides walks are in Illinois. So there's a walk in your community. That's the most important thing. Not only in South Suburban, which we cover from South Holland to Country Club Hills to Olympia Fields, Oral and Tinley. We cover the entire region, and we're called the Prairie Land region. So any and everyone can come out and walk with us on October 14th.
Okay, great. Now, what are some of your fundraising resources?
Well, we have a number of things. One, you asked the question, what do I do as an income development rep? We put together a lot of documents that will help anybody fundraise. And a really good example of that is with the Making Strides Against Breast Cancer, for example, there's a sheet that is in our, what we call a team leader kit, and we call it from A to Z. And so we provide all of these resources from, how to put on do a bake sale, raffles, we provide what we call donation cards, where you can go into your local business and ask them to sell these donation cards for you, and that could go to your team. So that's a fundraiser. We offer online tools. That's really, really big with the American Cancer Society. Once you register, you will be given some information how to send emails out to everyone in your contact list, how to use social media. We're really, really big on social media, Facebook. A lot of people, some people just use Facebook to fundraise. Part of our other part of the online tools is just making sure, how to recruit team members, how to send out letters to get donations for different people. But there's the old-fashioned way called letter writing. I've often asked our team members, what do you do? What do you do to fundraise? And we'll get from the simple, I go through my Christmas list and I send a letter out to everybody that I know. And that is the key about fundraising for the American Cancer Society. Ask everyone. Your postman, your hairstylist, your doctor, because people will give to you knowing that you are fundraising for the American Cancer Society. Let that person tell you no. So I always say, ask everyone.
Okay. That is important,
yes,
though, because you never know. People really want to give.
Absolutely.
They want to give.
Absolutely.
So can you provide us with some useful information on breast cancer?
Yes. The best resource is to go to our website. Like I said, www.cancer.org. There is just enormous amount of information about breast cancer, and all of the monies that we raise do go to research. And it is so important that people understand the importance of early detection. Go and get the mammograms, and that is something that our funds that are raised by our volunteers, we provide that. We want to be the resource for finding out, what are my steps to find out if I have breast cancer. And so we provide the resource. We provide the website, which is key. We provide trained people on our hotline that can answer any and every question that you can have for regarding cancer, not only breast cancer but all cancers actually. So again, prevention, knowing your body, knowing that it's important that you get a mammogram screening every year is what we tell our ladies, you know, to make sure that you understand the importance of knowing your body, knowing your family history as well is important. But we are just very, very fortunate as an organization that we are the central place for resource. There's no question that you can't ask. Our office, our Tinley Park office, for example, you can come to our office and get pamphlets on breast cancer research. You can come there, you can call us up and say, you know, I'm looking for, you know, nutrition, which is really, really big in our organization, how important it is to eat healthy. You can come there and get documents or pamphlets on that as well. So that's where the resource comes from. That's where you can get as much information about breast cancer as needed. And as a caregiver, you know, my advice is to just pick up the phone if you are just wondering, you know, what do I do? What's my first step to helping my mother, my aunt, my cousin, my friend? You know, where do I start? And start with the American Cancer Society. Start with calling ACS 2345-800 is the first part of the phone number. Start with us first, and just learn about all your resources and all the places that you can gather information about cancer itself.
Okay, now the other question I had about breast cancer, because a lot of women say, well, mammogram, especially if they don't have health insurance. During the month of October, are there places that women can get free mammograms or discounted mammograms? Yes,
by calling, because it will depend on where the area that the young lady is calling from, and that's where you would call our hotline. They can direct you to places where that offer free mammograms. The hospitals that offer the free mammograms, they just have to call and say what area they're calling from. They can tell them, you know, what day of the week, you know, how they can get this important information, because that's really, really key. And that's where our funding comes in. That's where the money that are raised help to make sure that ladies have access to mammograms. So I encourage everyone to just pick up the phone, not only during Breast Cancer Awareness Month of October, but anytime. Anytime, call that number and find out, okay, where's my closest clinic, where's the closest hospital that I can get this information from. Yes.
Okay, and lastly, Michelle, please, can you just look in the camera and tell the people of Country Club Hills where the American Cancer Society is located?
Sure.
Please.
Okay. Yes, the American Cancer Society, the local office is located 17060 Oak Park Avenue in Tinley Park, Illinois. We're right on the corner of 171st and Oak Park Avenue. Our office is open Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. until 5 p.m. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Michelle, for joining us.
Certainly welcome.
It was a wealth of information that everyone needed.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
No problem. Hi, I'm Kirsten Mahone, and we have just been with Michelle Pruitt of the American Cancer Society with Channel 4. Thank you.